Hey y'all, hey, it's Naila and this is Girl What You Reading, and today I wanted to come and give you guys booktubers who just happen to be black, and they are reviewing black authors because it's February. So happy Black History Month to all my fellow booktubers, and let's get into it. So first and foremost, of course, I'm a black booktuber. Have been for a couple of years now. This month though, I am not going to be reviewing black books. Unfortunately, I have a quota to meet. I have some goals to do, and I just do not have time to read them this month. Because you guys know I'm a teacher, so my schedule is pretty laid out for me already, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I said, instead of me reviewing all black authors this month, I would give you guys some black YouTubers that you should definitely check out who are reviewing black authors. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I gave shine to the booktubers who don't have a lot of subscribers yet. They're newer. They're still trying to break into it like me. So that's where this list kind of came from. There are so many black YouTubers out there and so many black booktubers out there that you wouldn't go wrong by choosing any of them. But this was my list, and my list wanted to focus on the ones that needed the shine, all except for the first one, who of course is already on her way. But otherwise, I really wanted to give people who have under 1,000 views a little bit of a spotlight. I know I don't have 1,000 views yet either, but we can all grow together. I hate that my list is saturated with women. However, I can't find a lot of black male booktubers who are not already over the 1,000 subscriber mark, like way over the 1,000 subscriber mark. So clearly they're doing something right and they don't need my shine. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, we still love our black men, and we know that black men read too. And I see you, I promise I see you. I just made the stipulation that I was trying to make it for smaller channels. So, I'm sorry. There are so many of you guys that I love too. That's the problem, but don't hate me. Okay, so first up, and in no particular order whatsoever, but first is going to be the person who inspired me to do this, ReadingOverReality. I watched her video that she did for Juneteenth, and I was like, that is a good idea for February. So, yeah, I think you guys should check her out for yourself.
My name is Nikeria, but you can call me Nike.
Black Cake, I saw the series was coming out on Hulu, so I was like, I want to read the book. I give this book a 4-star. I love the past and present, switch up, and how it's like going through two different people's story. Well, technically three, because it's like the brother and the sister, I'm gonna count them as one, and then the mom as another. It's like they're learning about her, they're like starting to bond again or whatever, and then her story is just crazy. Her story is crazy, but it was good, and it was realistic. It wasn't something off the wall. It made me think like this could actually have happened to someone, or it could happen, or is happening to someone. Next.
Okay, up next is going to be dswalls. She started out about the same time I did, and I think that her channel just deserves a little bit of shine. So here we go. Go ahead and check this one out.
My name is Dom, and I talk about reading and writing. Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. This is the third book in the Skyland series, and it's following Hendrix. And I think after the first book, I was most interested in reading about Hendrik. So I have this feeling in my chest that this is going to be my favorite out of the three. But who knows, because the first one, it was very hard to top. And by any book, it's very hard to top. And then Can't Get Enough is coming out May 13th.
Next up is going to be Turning Pages with Paul and Leslie. They are a reading couple and I'm here for it. Love the vibes that they give off. You guys can check them out for yourself too.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, everybody.
Everybody, you know who I am. My name is Paul.
Hey, and I'm Leslie.
And
The autobiography of Coretta Scott.
How
King.
fitting. How
fitting is that, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm looking back here and I'm looking at the blurbs on the back. Andrew Young, Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. himself,
Wow.
and Maya Angelou.
Wow.
And Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. says this: Coretta proved to be the type of wife with qualities to make a husband when he could have been so easily broken. In the darkest of moments, she always brought the light of hope. If I had not had a wife with the fortitude, strength, and calmness of Coretta, I could not have withstood the ordeals and tensions. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Man, that's moving.
That's a move,
Wow.
but wow, just beautiful.
You know, man, that's something, because I always tell people about you, babe, how that, you know, any of the things that I have been able to accomplish in my life have been because I've had a really great wife with me, supporting me, you know what I mean, helping me like in times when I'm ready to give up, you know, giving me the love and support I need to keep going.
Yeah.
So a book like that I think is fantastic, because so many times when you see men like Martin Luther King Jr. and others who've done extraordinary things, there's not enough said about the wives. And so I think I want to read that, because I do have an appreciation for having a dynamic wife who may not be in the forefront, but man, if it weren't for her, you know, the things that husband has been able to accomplish probably wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
This is I wonder if you might want to read this one while I read his.
Yeah, and then
then
switch.
maybe we swap.
Okay.
You know?
All right, that'll be cool.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
This is beautiful. And she was such a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Absolutely.
Just beautiful.
And to be able to be his wife.
Yeah, that
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that is written by Octavia E. Butler.
Yeah.
And it's called Kindred.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Now, let me say this. Oh,
a
gosh.
woman before her time. An author before
everybody, so this is historical fiction.
Yeah.
Absolutely, positively.
No, science. I thought it was science fiction.
But it's got to be historical fiction too.
Okay.
Because it. All right, so let me kind of.
Yeah, help
I'm
me with
saying
that
historical fiction myself. Maybe it's not, but to me. So
I'll look it
Octavia, it says here, Dana, a 20th century black woman, is celebrating her 26th birthday with her new husband when she is snatched from her home in California and transported to the antebellum South.
Oh, that's
Rufus,
definitely
the white
historical
son of a
fiction.
plantation owner, is drowning, and Dana has been summoned to save him, repeatedly drawn back through time, and with each day growing longer and more perilous, Dana is forced to contend with the brutal legacy of slavery and white supremacy, not knowing if her life will end long before it has a chance to begin.
Wow.
Okay, so I read some of this book, right?
Yeah, so that's definitely historical fiction, but guess what?
What?
It's also science fiction.
Science fiction, yeah.
Fantasy,
because of the
time travel.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, because of the traveling back and forth.
Fiction, yeah.
Babe, I read some of this.
You read some of it already?
I did, and then I had to stop. Because it's a lot to...
Yeah, digest.
It is. Because she was going back in time and actually seeing what it was like to be a slave. She interacted with other slaves and slave owners. And for somebody who lives in this time, to have that, to physically have that experience, was just wild. And one of the things that was really interesting about it is it talked about her being transported, is that it can happen at any time.
Wow.
And really, really interesting book.
Man.
Kindred.
Wow.
And the title, I'll just say this because I don't want to give a lot away. The title means something. The title means something.
Up next is Shereadthat. Okay, so she kind of reviews some of my guilty pleasure reads, some stuff that I read just because I'm in the mood, you know, to read something a little bit out of my comfort zone. And I get those reviews from her. So yeah, here we go.
Is everybody okay? It's February. The month of love. And what type of YouTuber would I be if I don't get into some black romance books, novels, books by black authors? It's the ex-boyfriend of Sister Janelle. I was in my wedding planning, wedding doing era, and so I was like, oh, I want to get into this. But real talk, who does that? Nobody does that in real life. That's like, oh, that's weird. But when we get into this book, Janelle, she finds her a little boo in Rome, and that storyline just takes me over the top. It's just, he's so caring, so intentional about how he is falling for Janelle and how he goes about moving with her. And it's only a week, girl. Only a week. But I thoroughly enjoyed that book, and I do recommend that book for the romance month. The next book.
Okay, up next we got Books with Kimberly. She reads kind of the same way I do. So I think that she's probably one that you guys need to check out. So here we go.
I'm so excited to do a book review on Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. I literally finished this book at 11:59 p.m. to how beautiful this cover is. As you can see, there is a plus size woman on the front. I absolutely love books where plus size women are the main character. So I am absolutely here for the plus size representation. People are trying to hook her up. Her uncle is very fat phobic. He questions her about why she does not have a man. He says in order for her to be a wife, she needs to lose weight and take better care of herself. Having all of this going on, she tells her family, look, I am dating someone and this person will be at my 30th birthday party in 2 months. What I love about this book is she's not doing it just because her family is bullying her into it. She decides she wants to be in an intentional relationship by her birthday. This book was so good. I absolutely enjoyed it.
Next up is theehottgirlbooks. Something that I stumbled upon at some point, and yeah, so
hi, my name is Wale, and I am a literary enthusiast. And Skin and Bones by Renee Watson. This book, oh man, this book is so beautiful. Our main character talks about what it's like to be in a bigger sized body while also raising a child as well. Things are passed down in families, how generational ideas and traumas and beliefs are passed down in regards to, again, body and body image and weight and things like that. It also takes place in Oregon, so there's conversations about gentrification and what it's like to be Black in Oregon. I absolutely love this book. It's so validating for anyone that's been in a bigger size body. It's validating for anyone that's struggling with just being in a body in general, especially as Black women as well too. This book, I've recommended it again to many, many people.
Okay guys, I think that's it. I don't know if I missed anybody. I'm sorry if I did. I really was trying to go off the top of my head and remember all the people that I watch. And then the ones that I watch who don't have over 1,000 followers so that we can get their follower count up. Because, you know, we all deserve to shine a little bit. But yeah, so I think that's it for today. Catch me on the next review, I guess. Until next time, bye.